the Chinese bamboo tree. The Chinese bamboo tree takes 5 years to grow. And when they go through a process of growing it, they have to water and fertilize the ground where it is every day. And it doesn't break through the ground until the 5th year. But once it breaks through the ground, within 5 weeks, it grows 90 feet tall. Now the question is, does it grow 90 feet tall in 5 weeks or 5 years? The answer is obvious. It grows 90 feet tall in 5 years, because at any time had that person stopped watering and nurturing and fertilizing that dream, that bamboo tree would have died in the ground.
So, what's the takeaway? Just as the bamboo's growth was concealed, so are the roots of your ambitions. Patience and dedication nourish these roots, preparing you for remarkable success when the time is right. Your journey, much like the farmers, might not show instant progress, but remember, greatness doesn't happen overnight. It demands a solid foundation built through challenges. As you chase your dreams, whether it's a career, a skill, or a better life, know that progress isn't always visible, just like the bamboo's early years. So let this tale be your guide.
And so a lot of times you see people who seem to be an overnight success, and you don't realize that a lot of times this person may have been in the lab working on their gift and their talent for year after year, putting in long hours with no recognition. Seemed like nobody knew about them. And then all of a sudden, the right person discovered them and they get moved to stardom overnight, seem like. But it doesn't always work the way you think it's gonna work. But hey, if you just put in the work, you'll be surprised of when it will be discovered. So I want to encourage you, don't worry about getting to your destination, but put in the work now and watch what happens. You will be prepared when that growth happens. Because the worst thing is to get somewhere when you're not ready. Your gift can get you into rooms that your character will not keep you. And that's the worst thing, to return or lose out on an opportunity because your character was not ready. These 3 things that I'm about to share with you, I'm going to use the analogy of planting something, but they can also be transferred over to your life as well. So the first thing we have to think about, if I have a seed, I first have to put it somewhere. Because you can't just put it on the table and expect for it to grow. No, you gotta give it to the ground, give it to the soil. You have to release it into a place where it can be not buried, but planted. And that's the same thing you have to realize. The resources that you have, it may be money, it may be giving of your time, it may be giving, learning some things, but that is seed that you are involving yourself in. That's putting seed into whatever it is that you want to grow. So you first have to give. You have to be willing to give of something. Make the sacrifice in order to see growth later on.
See, our lives, our business, our relationships, the pursuit of our dreams, it works the same way. We often work for weeks, months, years towards our goals and dreams with no visible signs of progress. And during this time, it's easy for us to get frustrated and quit. And as a matter of fact, that is what happens to most people. But here's what this process really requires. One very important thing: faith. See, the Chinese have faith that if they keep watering the bamboo tree, that it's eventually gonna grow. Now, they don't get discouraged at any point in the process because they understand how it works. And this is why you must have patience and engage in consistent action if you want to see success.
And when it began to happen, they stopped laughing. They said, look, whoa, look here, look up. Hey man, I know you can do it. Look here, you got a job here? When you're working at your dream, somebody said the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. Oh, it's sweet to you. It's good to you. Why? See, when it's hard and there's a struggle, see, what you become in the process is more important than the dream. That's far more important. The kind of person you become, the character that you build, the courage that you develop, the faith that you're manifesting. Oh, it's something that you get up in the morning, you look yourself in the mirror, you're a different kind of person. You walk with a different kind of spirit.
Patience and dedication are your allies, leading you to towering success. Just like the Chinese bamboo, your growth is certain. Embrace the journey, nurture your roots, and when the moment comes, you'll rise to heights beyond imagination. Remember, cultivate patience, embrace perseverance,
And that's the same thing with information, knowledge. Knowledge is not power, but applied knowledge is power. You first have to make a deposit into the bank of knowledge. And once you do that, then later on you will receive a reward for the information that you have deposited into yourself. And then thirdly, the next piece is so important, because without this, you will not get the right harvest. And that is the sun. The sunlight is so important, because without this, it will not bring forth the harvest. So you got to make sure you getting the right sun on that seed. And when it does, guess what? It represents life. It represents love. It represents kindness. You got to make sure you're making the right deposits that you want to see come out of the soil that you want to reap, because a seed produces after itself. So if you're producing kindness, you're going to reap kindness in return. If you're giving and you helping others, guess what? You're going to receive that in return. But you have to make sure you're giving what it is that you want to receive in return. And if you do not do that, you will not reap that harvest that you're looking for. Make sure that you are depositing good into others, meaning that when you see an opportunity to serve and help someone else, you're doing that to help them because you want to see kindness in return. You will receive everything that you put in the ground. If you believe that you are to receive greatness, keep playing great stuff. And guess what's going to happen? You're going to bring forth a harvest that's bigger and better than you can even imagine. It's going to be so good. Guess what? No one seed produces itself, but you receive multiple that what you have planted. You will bring forth a big harvest that you don't even have room enough to receive. That's going to bless not only you, but the others around you. If you like what you just heard right here, check out this next video. It's going to bless you even more. Be great.